4. Deputy Bank Governor, Bank of Sierra Leone. 5. Electoral Commissioner, Eastern Region of the Electoral Commission, Sierra Leone. 6. Auditor General, Audit Service, Sierra Leone. 7. Chairman, Board of Trustees, National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NASIS. 8. Members, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, Sierra Leone Water Companies, ALWACO, and the Independent Commission for Peace and National Provision, respectively. Procedure. The committee maintained, as usual, its strict consistencies and established procedures and interviewed the aforesaid nominees on issues pertaining to their educational background to ensure that they have the relevant education and necessary backup experience to reach such important offices of state. Probing questions covered a wide range of issues relating to track records, pertinent to their declared assets, tax obligations, and vision for sustainable and productive tenure. Issues of unsuitability or otherwise were also strictly looked into by the committee. Fourth sitting of the committee on Wednesday, 16 July 2025. The committee interviewed the following nominees on oath: Mrs. Frances Aina Mildred Muma, proposed executive director, National Annual and Responsibility. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mrs. Frances Aina Mildred Muma is a dedicated and resourceful, result-oriented person with a critical mind to initiate critical work-related ideas. She is a professional with 18 years experience in national security issues with resounding expertise in transnational organized crime. She is an heavyweight in strategic leadership, effective coordination, and analytical skills in addressing security issues. She holds a master's of science degree in rural development from the Jada University and further possesses several professional certificates that have enhanced her capacity in the security sector. Thus, certificate in countering transnational and organized crime from the George C. Marshall European Center for Security Studies, Garnish, Germany. Risk analysis from the Spanish Police Academy, Avila, Spain. National security capacity building, crime investigation, Police University of China, Shenhang, People's Republic of China. Countering violent extremism, threats to finance from West Africa Regional Training Center, Accra, Ghana. Detecting and investigating money laundering and other financial crimes for law enforcement agencies, amongst others. Prior to this appointment, she has served as Director of National Early Warning and Response Mechanism Coordinating Center, where she acquired enormous to spearhead the operations of this great office. From 2007 to 2020, she held various strategic positions, including Assistant Director, Serious Organized Crime Coordination Directorate, while serving in the Office of National Security (ONS). In our response to the committee on the trajectory she intends taking, the Early Warning Secretariat, the soft-spoken but confident nominee said, "I know the Secretariat requires reforms, and these will demand collective input from all stakeholders. With God being my helper, I will work with colleagues to execute the mandate of the institution with your assistance as my law requires." Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. David Fox, proposed Minister of Internal Affairs. Mr. David Fox, proposed Deputy Minister, Ministry of Internal Affairs. Mr. David Fox is a conscientious professional social worker with a track record of over 25 years of experience in humanitarian services. His competence in peace building and reconciliation and security building, mediation for peaceful coexistence of communities in conflict is notable. He has vast knowledge and experience in resolving domestic conflicts and supporting communities in crisis, especially relating to handling of victims and resettlement. He holds a master's degree in sociology from Jala University. His long career in peace and conflict resolution enabled him to serve in the following capacities: 1. Supervisor, Child Protection Program International Rescue Committee from 2000 to 2001, Assistant Program Manager, Child Protection Managed Program, IRC 2001 to 2003, Program Manager, IRC Kelema and Pujo 2004, Capacity Building Officer, Arms for Development, United Nations Development Program, Program Manager, Caritas, Justice and Peace Commission 2010 to 2020, District Coordinator, COVID-19 Emergency Response Center, BO 2020 to 2022, Senior Disaster Management Officer, National Disaster Management Agency, Southern Region 2022. Any submission? In his submission to members, he said all his life has been spent on peace and security building, and will therefore go as Deputy Minister to work collaboratively with the Minister of Internal Affairs to achieve the routine security normalcy of the state. 3. Mr. Paul Hinka Augustine Charles Tucker. Proposed Deputy Minister, Ministry of Communication and Technology and Innovation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Tucker is a humble personality with a plethora of public working experience spanning over a decade in public institutions. He has an excellent communication background, coupled with coordination and project management skills. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree and is currently pursuing MSc degree in Diplomacy and International Relations at the Florida College. Prior to this state assignment, the nominee worked as Deputy Director of the Sierra Leone Transport Authority (SLPTA) from 2023 to 2025 and the Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority 2018 through 20 Corporation 2018 through 2023 as Deputy Director, General Manager. Responding to what he would be taking to the ministry, the nominee said, "I will be taking loyalty as hallmark and readiness to learn on the expanding trend of technological innovation and work with the minister to execute the mandate of this new ministry." Mr. Alex Pat Labib Safar, proposed electoral commissioner, Eastern Region of the Electoral Commission Mr. Alex Labib Safar is the proposed electoral commissioner, Eastern Region of the Electoral Commission. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Alex Safar is quiet and unnoticeable personality at most times. He is a seasoned administrative professional with over 20 years of success in resolving customer concerns and inquiries at renowned commercial enterprises. He is a supportive character and well-versed in electoral processes and elections management and administration. He holds a master's degree in public administration from Ghana University and has worked seriously with credibility thus 2020 to present executive assistant, office of the chief electoral commissioner and chairman electoral commission of Sierra Leone ECSL. 2019 to 2020 financial protection advisor, Our Financial, London, United Kingdom. 2014 to 2019, Deputy Managing Stroke Operations, Marks and Spencer, London, Westminster. 2002 to 2007, Personnel Assistant, Ministry of Housing and Technical Maintenance, Sierra Leone. Responding to the Committee on Contentious Issues surrounding elections, conduct, and credibility, he said, the world over, elections are contentious, especially when fiercely competitive. The Sierra Leone electoral system is well structured and has rules and procedures. I will work with colleagues to diligently deliver the will of the electorate. Mr. Abdul Aiz. The observers are not participants. This word is for members of parliament. Please observe. Mr. Abdul Aiz is the proposed Auditor General Audit Service, Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Abdul Aiz is a management and audit consultant with plethora of credible experience in conducting financial compliance and performance audits. He has expertly conducted national audits that enhance operational efficiencies and identify discrepancies in both government and local authorities. He is proficient in risk management and internal controls, especially in demonstrating accuracy and attention at all times. He holds a Master's of Science degree in Audit Management and Consultancy from University of Central England and a Bachelor of Science degree with honors in accounting from the Furabe College, in 2005 and 1992 respectively. In the audit service, he has held several positions as we are noted. In 2008 to date, he has served as a steady rock in his capacity as Deputy Auditor General. In 2007 through 2008, he served as Assistant Auditor General, Eastern Region Office. In 2005 through 2007, Principal Auditor, Head of Quality Control and Assurance. In 1999 to 2004, Senior Auditor, Head of Branch. Responding to members of the committee on its valued contribution, the proposed nominee assured that he is going with a renewed vigor, energy, and passion to support institutions to improve all their operational efficiency and maximize utilization of their limited resources. Having served in this institution for several years, I am aware of the numerous challenges facing the institution. Therefore, I intend working in close collaboration with relevant line ministries, including the Ministry of Finance, to ensure that the limited resources of government are utilized judiciously. To ensure that the limited resources of government are utilized judiciously. 6. Mr. Alfred Warner. Honorable member, the man whose name has been called has been patronized by the ladies of this country. Mr. Alfred Wade Batik Sano is a proposed deputy bank governor. Sama instead of Sano, please let Mr. Alfred Wade Batik Sama, proposed deputy governor. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Sama is an economist of great repute. He has spent more than 2 decades in the banking environment and with greater part of the Bank of Sierra Leone. He has risen through the ranks from a banking officer in 1999 to 2003 through to Assistant Director, Payment System Division, Banking Department 2001 to 2020, and Director, Banking and Payment Systems Department at the Central Bank. Recently, he performed as a Senior Director, Monetary Stability, with an oversight responsibility to the research, monetary policy, and banking. He is a quiet and unassuming fellow personality that produces quality and timely results. He holds a bachelor's degree in economics from the Florida College in 1996 and a master's degree in business administration from the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM, in 2006, University of Sierra Leone. In his response, he said, "We work as a team to improve on the stability of the economy through strengthening the reserve base, exchange rate, and stringent policy implementation included." 8. Mr. Dr. Michael Johnny. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Dr. Michael Johnny is the proposed chairman, Board of Trustees, National Social Security and Insurance Trust.
The lights they read was the foggy.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Dr. Michael Johnny is an agriculturist, agriculture and economist with decades of experience in development and has worked with diverse institutions including multilateral, non-governmental and government organizations. Dr. Michael Johnny is one of the architects of the then famous German government-funded multi-sectoral project called the Bold Rural Development Project, where he served for 12 years as Senior Rural Development Officer and later Senior Advisor for Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation. He holds a PhD in Agricultural Economics from the University of Gießen, Germany in 1985. As the West African Rural Technical Advisor for Agriculture at the Catholic Relief Services, Dr. Michael Johnny provides technical guidance to the agency's country programs in Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana, Gambia, Senegal, Burkina Faso, and Niger. From 2019 to date, he has served as Director, Cabinet Implementation, Monitoring and Supporting Unit Cabinet Secretariat, Government of Sierra Leone. 2012 to 2013, Farm Liaison Officer N2 Africa, International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IIT in Sierra Leone. In 2009 to 2011, Principal Research Fellow, Rural Development, Sierra Leone Agricultural Research Institute, LARI. 2000 to 2002, West Africa Regional Technical Advisor for Agriculture, Catholic Relief Service. In 1990 to 1999, Senior Advisor, Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation for Rural Development Project. Dr. Michael Johnny promised to bring his long-standing expertise to the NASIC board, especially in the monitoring and evaluation of the numerous NASIC projects. 8. Paramount Chief Emi Tato Kalon II. Honorable members, the Honorable Paramount Chief Emi Tato Kalon II is the proposed member board of directors, Sierra Leone Water Company, Safar. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the inclusion of several paramount chiefs in the mainstream national governance is now gaining momentum as institutions are gaining for the wealth of local administrative knowledge. Paramount Chief Emi Tato Kalon II is the Paramount Chief of Gama Kowa Chiefdom, Moyama District. Our revered young Paramount Chief is a devout Christian with a strong interpersonal relationship in serving people. She is currently the state primary president at Latter Day Saint Church, Sierra Leone. She promised to work with colleagues and administration on the Salwako board to execute the priorities of the institution. 9. Madam Sally Yema. Honorable members, Madam Sally Yema proposed member board of directors, is a proposed member board of directors, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Madam Sally Yema has wealth of experience in leadership, investment promotion, private sector engagement, and operational efficiency. She has a proven track record of fostering collaboration across diverse teams and cultures. Her dedication and professionalism have earned her recognition as a result-oriented and culturally attuned motivator. She has worked with development partners and investors across Africa, Europe, USA, and Asia, promoting Sierra Leone's investment opportunities whilst providing strategic guidance in policy formulation and implementation. She is currently a VP barrister at Tijapo Legal Partners. Our previous work experience places her at
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it's almost past 12. I therefore move that this should have to be suspended for the recess of the House to continue.
Any seconder?
I still second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our previous work experience places her advantageously to work in such established commercial sector. She promised to give legal advice on agreements, contracts, etc. at board level as may be required. In her submission to members, she said, all her life has been spent on peace building and would therefore go to the Independent Peace Commission to go to the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank to work with colleagues to achieve the dream of the institution. Please take notes. Thank you. Madam Mrs. Nancy Veronica and Smart. She's a proposed member, Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. Mrs. Nancy V.A. Smart has 30 years spanning professional experience in development and advocacy, coordination, research, evaluation, planning, and project implementation, especially with multilateral donors. She has a double master's degree in rural development from Ghana University 2006 at the University of East Anglia, UK 2007, respectively. She also merited several training certificates from various international bodies since 2001 to 2023. Her job experience prior to this job cut through his education and research consultancy in 2024 with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, governance related to citizens' participation of good service deliveries in various local and international organizations. In a response to the committee, the development specialist said, development funding strives where peace is permanent, we are wholly embracing. Everything being equal, I promise to work with colleagues to achieve the nation's aspirations of a stable and peaceful coexistence, she concluded. For recommendations. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the committee unanimously adjudged the following presidential nominees to be adequately qualified for their proposed appointment and therefore recommended to the House for approval. Mrs. Frances Aina Mildred Muma, proposed Executive Director, National Army Warning and Response Mechanism Center. 2. Mr. David Fortune, proposed Deputy Minister, Ministry of Internal Affairs. 3. Mr. Paul Hinka, Augustine Charles Tucker, proposed Deputy Minister, Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation. 4. Mr. Abdul Aiz, proposed Auditor General Audit Service Sierra Leone. 5. Mr. Alfred Sama, proposed Deputy Governor 2, Bank of Sierra Leone. PC Ami Tato Kalon TB II, proposed member, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Water Company, Sawako. 7, Dr. Michael Johnny, proposed Chairman Board of Trustees, National Social Security Insurance. Just Mercy, Madam Sally Yemen Myers, proposed member, Board of Directors, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Mrs. Nancy Veronica and Smart, proposed member, Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. Excerpt. 10. Mr. Alex Labib Safar, proposed electoral commissioner Eastern Region, that was opposed by the opposition, All People's Congress Party, on the grounds that the aforementioned nominee was allegedly a public officer employed by the Electoral Commission, is in question at the time of his appointment, contrary to Section 32, subsection 4B of the 1991 Constitution. However, the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party members maintain that public officer in this case does not include the nominee as in Section 1714 of the same national constitution. Conclusion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we therefore said, I therefore move that the 14th report of the second session of the Committee on Appointment and the Public Service be adopted by this House, and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. Signed, the Honorable Bashiru Siliki, representing Bodhiski. Thank you.
Any seconder?
I so second this.
Honorable members, the question is that the 14th report of the second section, 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. Honorable members, I am to inform you that we lost our brother, Honorable Ibrahim Conte, and his body is to be laid in state today at this hour.
You mean Ibrahim Conte?
Ibrahim Conte is not Tawa Conte. It's not Ibrahim Tawa Conte, but Ibrahim Conte. Ibrahim Tawa Conte, may you live long. So we lost our brother, a former member of Parliament. I have been informed that I do verily believe that his body is here, and he is to be laid in state in this Parliament. I know, honorable members, that most of you want to debate, but we cannot keep the body waiting. So please, I urge every member of Parliament to be present. You know, I told you the other day, we'll all go someday. And you expect when you eventually go to the beyond, you expect some respect to be shown to you. So please, honorable members, immediately after sitting, let's go to the great hall and give him the last respect. As a member of Parliament, he was representing Tonkolili District, Constituency 053. The body is here now, and I urge you to be present immediately after the sitting. And honorable members, I also wish to recognize the presence of certain great personalities that we have here this morning that are worthy of recognition. We cannot allow them to be here and don't get the public to know, because these people are serving the Republic of Sierra Leone diligently, as we are doing. So let me start by recognizing the presence of Her Excellency Dr. Frances Virginia Anderson. Yeah. She is Sierra Leone's ambassador. She is Sierra Leone's ambassador to Turkey. And I should add, she is the sister-in-law of the leader of government business.
Yes.
And of course, let me add, she is my sister. She's my sister from the Republic of Bonn. Let me also, honorable members, recognize the presence of Mr. Mohammed Kone, the Chief Electoral Commissioner. I also recognize the presence of a great leader, Mr. Cabinet Kalon. Mr. Cabinet Kalon was the Minister of Transport and Aviation, and currently is the chairman of the Board of Directors, National Revenue Authority. I also recognize the presence of Mr. Ansu Samuel Toka, the Director General of HRMO. I recognize the presence of great people we have here. Mr. Mustafa Amara, the consultant. I recognize the presence of Luyashia Kaiwa, Chairman Audit Service Board. Madam Fatima Taba, the Board Secretary, Audit Service. Oh, we have a great uncle here, my uncle and the chairman of the Public Service Commission, Mr. Kyoba. I recognize the presence of Mr. David W.S. Banya. He is currently the CEO of Wages of the Sierra Leone Wages and Compensation Commission, and seasoned public servant, retired now, but not tired. I recognize the presence of Madam Roslyn Brown, Madam Hawa Levy. I recognize the presence of Amma Siliki. Amma Siliki, she's a strategic employee of NACA and a great friend of this house. The wife of the deputy leader of government. I recognize the presence of Fema Tatoka of the ACC, Ms. Esther Johnson, Deputy Director of Bank of Sierra Leone. Where are you? Yes, you stand up when I mention your name. I recognize the presence of Steve Wabena Anderson. Where is he? Oh, at the back, okay. I recognize the presence. Oh, the ambassador to Turkey came with her daughter, my niece, Stephanie Nanaya Anderson. She's here. You are welcome to the House of Parliament. Simonette Bege. I recognize the presence of Patricia Jones, Anita A. Ganda, Sule Kata, Ira Nyake Andra, Victor T. Bianduman is the board secretary of Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. I also recognize the presence of the Inspector General of Police. Where is he? The Inspector General of Police is here. You are welcome. You are heartily welcome. I recognize the presence of Dr. John Karimu, the very first commissioner of the National Revenue Authority, Commissioner General of the National Revenue Authority, and former minister, former leader of the Republic of Sierra Leone. These people served us very, very well. I recognize the presence of Madam Emma Akim Toure, Bank of Sierra Leone. Elizabeth Nene Mansare, Bank of Sierra Leone. Bondo Tubawa. Yes, Bondo Tubawa is the Deputy Auditor General. Where is he? Yes, you're welcome. Alfred Sama, Bank of Sierra Leone. Rebecca Fuller, Manager, Bank of Sierra Leone. Liamata Mulba, Manager, Bank of Sierra Leone. Elizabeth Dove, Senior Admin Assistant, Bank of Sierra Leone. Mohammed Mustafa of the Audit Service. Deborah A. Deckard, Auditor. Oloshogo A. David, Executive Secretary, DPRC. You are all heartily welcome to the House of Parliament. We are proud to have you here. And we also have, we have friends. We have friends of Parliament today here. We have Hannah Lamina, the wife of the Deputy Leader of Government Business too. Yes, so honorable members. Honorable members, since we have a brother's body waiting, so I'll take two from either side of the aisle, and we round up. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Hold on. Honorable members, the question is that the 14th report of the second session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and Public Service be adopted by the House and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. Yes. Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as you have already declared on, I'll be very brief. Seconding this motion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should actually thank President Malabio for actually demonstrating Section 61 of the 1991 Constitution gives him the latitude, the authority to create offices, and he has that power to terminate at any time. We thank him today for appointing these fine nominees, very fine nominees. In most of President Malabio's appointments, he always bias or put on the pair of glasses and add genderless. He always put on the gender. He hardly see his appointees without fulfilling the condition of gender. And today, set of appointees just manifest that. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I always use the barometer. You know, one of the enjoyment of running a dual parliament is to compare what other legislations do, what other parliaments do, and what you also do. And that's a privilege myself and Honorable Veronica Kadisi, our leader of delegation, Honorable Abdul Kargbo. That's the privilege that we have. We use the lens of evaluating what other countries do, and us also. And President Malabio stands tall as far as gender parity in his appointment concerned. In ECOWAS today, it is only Senegal that dwarfs us as far as gender representation. They are about 49% or so. In the parliament alone, we are about 30.4%, and even the executive. And making President Malabio the chairman of Authority of Heads of States is deliberate, and his compatriots within the sub-region, they have a lot to learn from him, because he has gone ahead. In just this parliament, 84 legislations were ratified under his watch. In this 6th parliament, we are also progressing. So he has a lot with his rich and democratic credentials. The rest of ECOWAS countries have a lot to learn from His Excellency the President. In his appointment, we have seen today that he has given us a strong academic
strong academic in their various fields. I came to know this when I actually saw their curriculum vitae at the appointment committee. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in summary, I already appeal to the appointees now that they show leadership. The leader shows the way, and your followership follow. Your followership look at your footsteps. What you do? Set the bar, and even higher bar, so that they will follow that this is what our boss does in this institution. Apart from the general performance contract normally outlined by the government, I also urge you within your domain, within your institution, you apply the performance tracker. Put your officials, your leaders, your all leaders, if approved today by the House, you will be leaders in your various domains. Set the bar with people, with time, and with outstanding variables. That is what you've done. Is it quarterly or half a year or a year? Annual evaluation, so that you know that you are working. And in summary, and that is all what we summarize, so that you can have a very excellent report card to showcase to the people of Sierra Leone that yes, we deserve to continue and consolidate and the good that President Malabio's administration have done. That is a message to all of you. Mr. Speaker, as you have already highlighted, we cannot spend much on all of them because we are bereaved and we have to give the last respect to our colleague. Therefore, I speak to the deputy. Deputies, where are they? Deputy Minister of Communication, Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. Deputies can always be deputy. In Robert's Green, 48 laws of power, law 1 clearly depicts, do not outshine your master, you cannot. Be the support base to the substantive. Even if you have the idea, you might be more clever, you might be more intelligent, you might be more skillful than them. Although, give them the skill, let them be seen. If they carry the praise, definitely it will around the entire institution. So that is it. Let deputy be always deputy. Avoid unnecessary competition. Deputies are not slaves. However, I should also say to you, they are not slaves. But rather, support, give support to the substantive officials so that the institution can make a name. In summary, I speak to board members from Salwako, from Nasit and Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Board members, most of the time use a compass. What you tell those running the day-to-day administration is what they carry out. So you have a great role as board members to even direct, suggest where development can be seen, taking into consideration proximity, population, and even population, so that you can direct the day-to-day run of the office to do. I speak specifically to the board chairman of Nasit. Nasit board chairman, I will speak to you because you have a backlog of a huge development in Kono district. I recall when I was mayor, Nasit has a land, a huge acre of land. It was carelessly handled until squatters, land grabbers, they lost that land. Today, the people of Benson said I should tell you they are giving you another huge piece of land. We also lay it waste so that land grabbers will also capture it. That is the message. So to you also as Salwako, the 2025 budget actually clearly shows that at least the government should deliver 100 solar boreholes. So you have a task to engage the Director General of that particular institution for speedy implementation. So in summary, you are board members, and that is just your role. I should speak to you. To the Auditor General, you have done well so far. You have made this nation so proud. Sometimes they will refer to you as witch hunters. Even though I am a supporter of witches to be hunted, because I'm a reader of Bible. The Bible says, suffer not the witch to live. Let witches be hunted. If you are not a witch in a particular institution, why you scare away? You will be hunted. You have done well for this nation, and the PAC, headed by the Deputy Speaker of this Parliament, has also been remarkable with you well, and he has recovered with your efforts and his efforts for the ACC to have less joy in current days. Those that will evaluate the work of ACC, and for this reason, I will commend members from the PAC, members of the PAC. They have brought a lot of money to the government of Sierra Leone because of the good romantic relationship, not bad one, between the PAC and the Auditor General. His role is to actually audit public institutions. Independent one, you are so protected, Auditor General. The Constitution protects you so much, you cannot be easily fired at all. And because you cannot be easily fired, do not fear. Independent work for this nation. You bring good. In independent work, I also learned an idea from the people of Rwanda. 4 years ago, I was in Rwanda, and we actually said, so we learned a lot of lessons from Rwanda. With the Alfred speaker, I was in Rwanda. And from Rwanda, from the public service, I understand that audit service has a role. The role of audit service, that if at least 3 times a particular institution, is a show unqualified report 3 times, the government of Rwanda gives power to the audit service to fire the vote controller. Upon your recommendation, that vote controller can be fired 3 times consecutively with a bad audit report. That vote controller can be fired with the recommendation of the audit service. And we look forward as legislation. Section 105 gives us the power to be the supreme legislative authority. We look forward. Bring a proposal. We can give that mandate like we did to the ACC some time ago, having prosecutorial rights. So we are there. If that will make your work to be very easy, legislation can look into it and they can give you that particular power. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the applauses are signs that I should not know from my very colleague. So I begin to wonder, is it actually joining? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will also speak to the Electoral Commissioner. He's proposed. Section 32 gives President the power to appoint you, and no one takes that particular power from him. Many times we do see lacuna consultation, and many people cry foul that we actually consulted. I think that's, we look for a new constitution coming up for review, so that consultation can be clearer. There will be no iota or inkling, somebody pointing finger or crying stinking fish of what? The lacuna of consultation. Many years ago, I was a PA to a particular politician, a de facto leader. Consultation can just say, hey, please, I'm doing this. That is it. But that was done through letter writing, which qualified your role. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, your work as a commissioner is require integrity. And as a meticulous follower of elections, over the past 15 years or so, I'm from the East, an Eastern member of Parliament. What I see in Koro, I should tell you that the officials, normally they are in charge of elections. They do less in terms of public relations. They do less in terms of training, even aspirants. That's the work. Sometimes it is us, the politician, who buy our own airtime, we begin to teach or lecture the Public Election Act. That should not be my role in any case. That should be the role of the managers of that particular district. So that is one area upon your approval. If approved, that is one area you are going to actually mark capacity building for your staff. Training, it is very, very, very important. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I admire you because from the very humble beginning, you are there. You not know. From your CV, I understand that you are a personal or executive personal assistant to the incumbent or to the now Chief Electoral Commissioner. With humility today, you are here. You will managing Kailan Kenny Makono upon your approval. That is why, if you are humble today as a PA, I can tell you plenty of, in fact, parades of EA who actually attained substantive positions. For example, the former president, late President Buhari, Muhammadu Buhari, was a PA. And he rose to the position of vice president. The deputy chairman of the All People's Congress today was a PA to the former president, Cheers for more. One of our great leaders in Koron, legal minded Koron, Abuya Kuroma, was a PA to former Bakar Macaulay Sr. And he rose to one of Koron leaders, Abuya Kuroma, and even leader of the political party in general in this country. Oh yes. The now Inspector General in Nancy, he was a PA to the former president, late President Ahmed Kaba. Today he controls the police. You can imagine This man coming from a humble beginning, Adnan, pay very soon. Very soon, you are quite correct. He's not there at all. I think I was supposed to happen at all. I was a PA. They get to Abasu. I'm a great leader on governing bench. So from your humble beginning, I admire you. And a lesson that many Sierra Leoneans can cut a pay from you. PA, today, pretty soon, in the next few minutes or so, you roll actually. Mr. Speaker, members, I will summarize with the bank governor. I promise to be brief, but this is important. Mr. Speaker, members, in 2023, Sierra Leone rose to 54% of inflation. Today, we are counting at least about 15%. He has done a great job. With 40% lending, members of parliament cried that the interest rate of lending is so huge those days. 40%. Today we are counting at least 15%. That is his job. Doing oversight on the monetary aspect of the bank. I should commend the deputy bank governor on this case. Where are you? You commend him highly. Maintain the trend. I will know this whenever countries actually submit their reports. At ECOWAS, you know as Sierra Leone is doing well. From 54 to 15, today 7% lending, you have done a great task. Maintain. We want to encourage you to maintain and stabilize so that our record of getting $100, you can buy almost 3 bags of rice. It is not possible in any of the ECOWAS countries. I challenge you. It could not have come by, but your tactics and your techniques in managing our deposit. From my understanding, a record at Bank of Sierra Leone to a domestic asset is good enough. Go to Bank of Sierra Leone. Today, a net bank credit of the government of Sierra Leone is also good. You only need to improve on the reserve. And I look forward to also see legislations wherein you tell those in the extractive, being a committee chairman for mining, I can talk to you that bring it as a legislation wherein 40% of extracting revenue to be repatriated. Let it be repatriated. Whether from Asia, I'm talking of 40%. 40% is 20, 40%. Let it be repatriated. If the 40% is repatriated to our reserve, the hue and cry of the dollar dwarfing the news will be something of the past. Mr. Speaker, I will summarize with Madam Frances Muma. It is deliberate. Why is it deliberate? This person is so close to me. 15 years ago or so, I was not even in politics, a public servant, and we have been working very closely. I know her as a strong academic, multitask skill, with a very excellent attendance record. That's the woman in her domain. During our day at ONS, should get relevant piece of information for the whole country and will act upon it. And I was here as a public servant, but not a politician, deputy chief administrator. The appropriate piece of information will be supplied to her. And she has. And she has proven her skill. Madam, you've been in that particular institution, you've created a mark. A songwriter once wrote, only be remembered by what you have done. I'm in ECOWAS. Today, they had the money response center bill is only enacted in Senegal, in Nigeria, and in Ghana. Sierra Leone has joined. Can you imagine? Nothing happens in any country through accident. I should tell you this. As a peace practitioner, nothing happens in any country through accident. She just tell you like a sorceress without any derogation, a surveyor, censor the country's security, health, or environmental strength, and show you definitely. It is again if I job, I will encourage Madam to work with Chisen. I'm talking about children's security guard, to work with GISET, to work with Procedural, and work with your office of the national security. Very important. So that you profile the necessary thing. We understand that countries today that are battling with autocracy or military administration, they have deficits. They are bereaved of an act called Early Warning Response Mechanism Act. They are believed. You go to Niger, you not see that act. You go to Burkina Faso or Mali, you not see that act at all. So I begin to wonder why did they suddenly see themselves in the hands of the military? Military role is to be subjected to be the civilians, to be controlled. That is the role, and that's one of the legacies. You assisted greatly for piloting a particular bill. Today, the center has its dignity that you recall. You are a strong woman. I admire you. And I believe you are going to make that decision so proud. Thank you very much, President Madam, for giving this kind of confidence to the people of Sierra Leone. I urge and I love all my colleagues on the other side and Paramount Chief Member of Parliament that we swiftly move for the approval of these fine nominees. Thank you very much.
Yes, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am confident that my friend the IG is here. He's right at the back. So by the time I start and the crocodile creates problem for me, I'll call the IG to save me. I'll start with early warning.
Why early warning?
I'll tell you why. I'm a peace expert. But not just that. If she can control a crocodile, if she can control the crocodile, then she's a strong in the Church of Parliament, my bishop will tell me what to do. Should I go again?
Yes.
You are a strong woman that we can depend on to do the necessary things this nation wants. Because most nations that engulfed into conflict, that lost their democratic credentials.
Let me at this point also recognize the presence of Mr. Mohamed Dabo, Secretary to the Vice President. I also recognize the presence of Mr. Koba Musa, Mayor of OCT. Proceed.
We depend on these institutions to keep track of political, economic, and environmental situations. But most times when you talk about early warning mechanism, people just focus on the political aspect of events. Today as a nation, our environmental situation is threatening. If you go to areas like Tonkolili, you look at the Rokel River, you see the dangers befalling our nation. Away from the raining season, the only river now that is close to the city in terms of, if you want to have sustainable water, is that of Rokel River. If you see the number of pollution across that river, it is a call for early warning. If we must exist as a nation and our capital city will expand in terms of water, in terms of having pure drinking water, the Rokel River is the only answer. But guess what? We are all sitting down. We are waiting for a time to come when we will not have the Rokel River anymore. Many other rivers in Sierra Leone are today they are almost extinct. The Pampana River, out of what? Mining, illicit mining. Mining that are bringing nothing to the nation at all. Madam, as you go to that office, because in your case, no man born of a woman in this world will say you will not go. So the only thing I will say to you is, congratulations in advance. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I listened to the deputy leader too, and I wish we had time. You know, consultation is defined in many ways. Consultation is My leader is a mixture of many things. It will come from where you don't expect.
He's a chemist.
Consultation is good for national cohesion. Consultation is an effective tool to calm down the nerves of our people. You know what? Whatever you say as political class, if we don't have time to meet and agree, our disagreement should be the weapon of our strength as a nation. If little things like consultation we cannot manage at the political class, it means we are not showing good example for our people to really understand what peace is. We are not saying ask us to appoint. We are only saying give us opportunity to come and sit as political class. If that is too much to do, then you ask yourself, what message do we send to our people? The political tension around the country is created by ourselves, by our attributes, our behaviors, and our response to national issues. If I'm saying this, the man from Calabar does not understand. I understand he does not have a good Calabar. We need to uphold the Constitution. We are here as members of Parliament because we have a Constitution. We are here as members of Parliament. We exist as a nation because we have a Constitution. You know, when you twist the Constitution, sometimes I laugh. You're not going to be there forever. We are only playing our part to national development. If at all you don't understand that, look at my namesake, Hon Kargbo. Look at him. Former Minister of Finance, NRA. He has played his own part. One day, we'll all be like him. What history will remind us of is what we did when we were in the positions. And guess what? In their own days, there were no internet to keep records. You keep turning the Constitution, there will come a time we'll play your video. You're not doing good to yourselves. This is what we say as young people. We are not on the good side of history because history, the internet is keeping every step of what we do. If you think I am joking, type your name on Google and see what will come up. We are here today. I want to talk on Mr. Auditor General. You know, your situation will have been a very difficult one, and the expectations of the people out there will have been a mixed bag. But I tell you the truth, after being an acting AG for 3 years, I will say nothing has changed in the office of the Auditor General. The report comes as it is expected. The level of professionalism is unique. The figures are as raw as they are. And what you've added to that office is the level of professionalism when it comes to not just figures, not just the money lost, but even the performance audits you do. I read the 2025-20 on youth and that of the agriculture sector. That one is thrilling. It gives us in-depth understanding of how the agriculture sector is. You continue to tell me feed salon, and I hold the 2025 audit report, performance audit report, and I'll tell you why the agriculture sector is not succeeding. So politically we go, we say feed salon, feed salon. You know why? It is sad to say that 90% of the political class don't read your audit reports. So they don't even know, as you put it clear on the audit report, that all the machines bought from 2018 to 2025 now, those machines are all faulty, and they were bought faulty. They don't know. All they know is, feed salon, they can't feed salon, we have the banners. It's not working. Go to the Ministry of Youth Affairs. You made it clear for us to understand that even the boats that were bought, the machines are not good. The boats were rotting even before they go to the sea. The collection mechanism for the youth in fisheries is poor. Don't you understand that as politicians? And this is why they don't want us to debate the audit report. But guess what? For me, it's like a Bible. Continue doing the good work. You know, whilst the leader was reading, I took my time and I was making fun of this. If I had an opportunity to advise the president, when you appoint board chairman going to certain, me and you talk about welfare. You know, the way the MP they sit past, I don't know the department they talk about. And not be telling me say get for appoint board chairman to NASIT. But on a more serious note, the level of investment of NASIT, ever since NASIT was in the inception of NASIT to date, all the investment of NASIT are very poor. Very poor investment. Don't politicize this. Let's take responsibility for once as a nation. And today I sit here comfortably and I listen that even the chairman we are appointing now is an agriculturist. The knowledge base of the person appointed to go and be chairman, this is the immediate checkmate of the institutional head. If he does not have enough experience in that area, what do you expect, Mr. President? I know there are some people to have many brains. I know there are people who have worked in that institution that are card carriers of the SLPP. Bring them back to where they know what to do better. Don't tell me because it's this and that. No! If you kill institutions that are meant to work for the nation dies. We cannot have buoyant economy if institutions like NASIT cannot have right investments. Tell me what's the cost of making a road that is tolled, and tell me if NASIT cannot do that. But if you continue putting square pegs in round holes, the answer is not productive. I am sorry, but I have to say this. I have assured you that I have just assured you that the IG is here, so I'm saying.
When are they not state hall?
You know, I follow Kili. I follow Kili with the Afrobarometer report and the rating given to Parliament as the third corrupt institution. One is the police, my friend's institution. Two is business executive, and third is Parliament. You know why? Because Parliament has not done enough. Thank God for the chairman of PAC these days. But Parliament has not done enough in implementing the full recommendations of the audit report. And we name and shame those who are actual thieves. So us that are not being given anything to manage, the people are now saying we are the corrupt ones. And those who are being named to be the ones cutting away with resources, they also form part of the perception to tell us we are thieves. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when they call the man from back on Sierra Leone, you now understand the reason why we need to grow our civil service, why we need to grow our own domestic workers. He has come through the ranks in the back of Sierra Leone. This will give hope to our young graduates that regardless of political affiliation, region, or where they are coming from, the institutions will keep them. And until we are able to keep our professionals away from political intimidation, our country will not grow. Show me a country that has grown in Africa, and I will show you their workforce has been kept away from politics.
Say it again.
If your region, your tribe determines your employment, that nation is bound to fail. Today we have Mr. Aziz. He is going to an institution where he knows well. He was groomed there. He has the confidence. He has workmates. He is going to build that institution. The same with the man going to back of Sierra Leone. Imagine if they were kicked away because of their names and their tribe. What would have happened to our nation? You know, it is sad that even when I am making a statement, it is confirming that only SLPP can drive away people from the office. The allergy for Mecca did not understand what I was saying. But it is serious that as a nation, we can only compete with other nations when we are able to keep our workforce. Us in the political class will change, but let's allow our civil servants and our public servants to be civil servants and public servants. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as I conclude, I go now to the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. Not all rejection is demotion. Your story should tell people that God's destiny is different from what man proposed to you. You were rejected in this house. You came again with a bigger promotion and you were accepted. If you don't give testimony and say, thank God for Parliament, God will not bless you. When you go to Salwako, Mr. Speaker, year in, year out, Salwako dish out contracts. Go to Lunge, go to Kambia Extension Project. Every year as we read budget, we give out contracts. But Mr. Speaker, it is interesting as a chairman of Water Resources that even the Lunge contract that was awarded for Lunge to have water and other major towns in Sierra Leone, not even up to 10% of those monies have been paid. We cannot continue playing politics when there are no resources. Let's don't give contract, because the risk is you give the contract, it costs $10 million now. The more you accrue and you delay in the payment and disbursement, by the time you go, that money, the value cost of the project will go to 50 million. And you come now to blame the contractors for doing poor work. If there is no money, let's allocate what is available. We cannot keep dishing promises and allocations and signing contracts when we don't have the resources. This is killing the economy of our country, because we'll be left with more debts now, and we expand projects cost even more than what it would have actually cost. This is common with Salwako and most agencies in the water sector. So as you go to Salwako, let's know what government is allocating to the sector a year before we sign a new agreement. We cannot continue signing agreements, giving people hope that they are going to have the services, and the services are not forthcoming. No, we cannot. That's what happened. But now they won't find.
Now we can pay for that.
You know, I am concluding. For all nominees, I'll say to you, as you go, we clap for you, we celebrate you. We are happy that you've been appointed today. Your families are proud. I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting. But I tell you, the bulk of responsibility is in your hands. When you fail, the same people clapping for you today are going to bash at you. Those who have come from those institutions where you're going to aid are here because of their selfish and their personal gains. But when you fail, your children are going to bear the name. Now that I'm Mr. Aziz, if you can, probably had nothing to say. So be proud of who you are. I always say, as Christians, when the Bible says, in the name of Jesus, you shall do great exploit. It is not just the name of Jesus. It means if you have authority, if you have power, if you are well seated, your children must be able to use your name to do great exploits. So if you go and damage your name, which name will they use? Except they use Kush name. So as we go, I want to say to the nominee going to NEC, by qualification, one will have said, go in peace. By dedication to national service, one will say, go in peace. But here we deal with technicalities as members of parliament. And when it is wrong, we say it is wrong. It is painful to say, at this time, we wish we would have done the right thing at the right time. But as it is, it was not right, and it will never be right. My leader will conclude on that matter, but I will say it's painful to see a brother, a lot, in this kind of quagmire. But the truth and the Constitution speaks clear to it. I wish they would have done the right thing for you. Thank you very much.
No, members, we cannot keep that body waiting. We round up now. We round up.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, before going to the specifics of the appointee, I have my beautiful head to come here. I firstly want to read our position paper on one of the nominees.
Point of order, sir. Because, sorry. You said you have a position paper. I don't know if you don't mind to share a copy with us. So, for maybe you would like to respond to the position paper, Mr. Speaker. I don't want to be away towards that. I need a copy of that paper.
This is the second copy I'm handing over to you, sir.
I didn't get it. I don't know why you told Mr. Speaker.
I know Michelle, then it should not be here. Mr. Speaker, by procedure.
I requested, but I don't know if you don't mind, the PCNPs can have one. And the speaker
Interestingly,
Give me a copy.
the leader of government business is so delimate. He is doing this in an event we do not have sufficient copy. I don't proceed to reading my position. Surprisingly, I have more than enough. Are you okay now?
Mr. Speaker, we have a deputy speaker here. So I need 2 more copies. Maybe I don't know if my colleagues from the other colleagues
our parliaments are so improved that we are going paperless. You will agree with me that even the votes and the proceedings are not served on hard copy. They are on soft copy on our desktop. So for that very reason, Honorable Aluna Kuma, who is my deputy, to share the position paper on our WhatsApp.
Let's not waste time on this. Let's proceed.
How can we react to the position paper when we don't have a copy?
I think you have a copy, not so. Leader, you are giving a copy. You have a copy now. Okay, you use that copy.
So selfish. I don't want to share my copy. He said we are way paperless. Upload your report. Your position paper, upload. Alright, Mr. Speaker, for progress, we allow you to read the position paper. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are lawmakers. And if we are lawmakers, we should be pacesetters in respecting the content of the laws we make. That is why, for very reason, we have not been to basic. I could remember on several occasions that we have been very competitive, very supportive, especially when there are things that are not contentious. And we do so because we are Sierra Leoneans, regardless of the political party. We've been in Sierra Leone for quite a while and we've seen government come and go, but Sierra Leone remains as a country. So our position, our support to progressive laws, progressive agreements, are contingent on the fact that we know that Sierra Leone still exists after this government. Now, I'll go quick to the position paper, and maybe I'll just zoom in on 3 of the nominees. This is the minority report of the opposition in Parliament on the appointment of Mr. Alex Pat Labib Safar as Electoral Commissioner, Eastern Region, dated 16th July 2025, presented by the parliamentary minority leader on behalf of all the members of parliament from the All People's Congress. Reference: presidential appointment of Mr. Alex Pat Labib Safar, Electoral Commissioner, Region. Introduction. This minority report is presented pursuant to the responsibility and right of members of parliament under the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone and the standing orders of parliament. It records the objection and rejection by the opposition, particularly the All People's Congress Party, of the recent appointment of Mr. Alex Pat Labib Safar as Electoral Commissioner for the Eastern Region. Basis for rejection. 1. Violation of subsection 3 of section 32 of the 1991 Constitution. Subsection 3 of section 32 of the Constitution states that to date, from the correspondence I have from the Secretary General of the All People's Congress Party, to date, there had been no consultation with the opposition. And the Constitution is clear that the appointment of the Electoral Commissioner should be after consultation with all. I underline the word all registered political parties. To date, no such consultation has been undertaken with the leadership of the APC or other opposition parties. The appointment was merely conveyed in a letter dated 30th June 2025, which was neither officially served on the APC nor did it follow any known consultative mechanism. These violate both the spirit and the letter of the Constitution. 2. Breach of subsection 4B of section 32. Disqualification due to public service status. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, during the vetting process before the Committee on Appointment and Public Service, Mr. Safar publicly admitted that he is currently employed by the Electoral Commissioner as executive assistant to the Chief Electoral Commissioner. He further stated that he went through the formal recruitment process and received his salaries from the Consolidated Revenue Fund. By his own admission, therefore, Mr. Safar is a public officer within the meaning of subsection 1 of section 171 of the Constitution. His appointment is in direct violation of subsection 4B of section 32, and it is thus unconstitutional. 3. Ignoring the tripartite committee recommendations. The appointment further disregard recommendation 9 of I am happy today. We are also endorsing the appointment of the Iron Baby, who is going to head the early warning. These are all specific early warning. Ignoring the tripartite committee recommendation. The appointment further disregards recommendation 9 of the tripartite committee report. The unilateral and opaque appointment of Mr. Safar is not only unconstitutional but also undermines the consensus and goodwill through which the tripartite committee made their recommendation. It reflects a disturbing pattern of executive outreach and manipulation of democratic institutions. Mr. Speaker, we've had more than, from the last parliament, I've been here for a while. So from the last parliament to date, we've had more than 4 commissioners, more than 5 commissioners that have gone through this house. And we have the issue of consultation day in, day out. It is clear,
Mr. Speaker, for the members of parliament who do not have copy of the letter he's reading, I noticed, Mr. Speaker, in the process of reading it, adding, making comments, and that will confuse members who don't have copy of the letter. Have you just concentrated reading the letter and then you comment, so they understand exactly what you are reading?
Are you understand? You see, most times when people only focus on the paper they hold and they read exactly what is in the paper, it means what is in the paper. I'm coming.
So you have told us you are reading your position. I'm
coming. You've made your point. Let me respond.
We don't have copies. Members don't have copies. Right?
Are you done, sir? Do I have the floor? Do I have the laxity?
You have, sir. Just read it.
Again, I say this. I am reading and I am making addendum based on the fact that this came exactly and directly from us. Nobody wrote it for us. So we are reading verbatim and we are making comment addendum to this very document. And I do not even think that anybody has the right to regulate how I do my presentation. That's my sole right as the leader of the opposition. But notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, also the opposition is alarmed by the continued erosion of institutional governance under the current government, the refusal to consult, the appointment of ineligible individuals to high offices, and the disregard for national reform process, collective presentation, a dangerous shift towards authoritarianism. This appointment is yet another example of how this government undermines the trust and democratic processes and further damages the integrity of the Electoral Commission. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me go to directly our recommendations from the minority bench. We, the minority in Parliament, hereby reject in full the appointment of Mr. Alex Safar as Electoral Commissioner Eastern Region. We demand the immediate withdrawal of his appointment and call for a fresh nomination if possible, and also procedure in full compliance with 32, 3, and 4 of the Constitution. We call also for urgent institutional reform in line with the Tripartite Committee recommendation to safeguard our electoral integrity in Sierra Leone. We also want to notify the public our intent to ensure that we take full legal actions relating to this appointment that is seemingly unconstitutional. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have made our position clear on this, and we are fully determined to ensure that we follow it to the letter. Interestingly, I have followed most of the campaign messages of members of the ruling bench.
Mr. Speaker, this is
You are eating up my time.
No, please.
We have a function.
I know.
You will speak immediately after me. You will speak immediately after me. Wait when you
We don't get 2 leaders standing.
Exactly. Wait for your turn. You haven't played.
Leader of the opposition, please sit down. We have, yes.
Mr.
What do you want to say?
Speaker, when the leader started, he said he's going to read the minority report. And that was a position paper. And Mr. Speaker, he gave us a copy of this. That's why I was saying he should make the position paper available to all members. Position paper on Mr. Speaker, he made the position paper available to us as leaders. And I have noticed what he's reading, what he's saying now is not in the position paper. So the members of parliament will be confused. They don't even know what is the position paper. He's making statements rather than reading the book. We had expected him to have read the position paper, so we know exactly what the position paper is. Or he's reading and making statements as if the statements are part of the issue. These are house of rules. So if you have said read the position paper, I will understand.
Are you done, sir? Yesterday, I wonder which paper you are reading. Because I was referring directly to recommendations that are here. And if you open your own paper, you see, you are not even on the page that I was reading. That was what happened to my uncle. He went to church and the Bible was upside down. And then they say, open your Bible to John 5, verse 16. It will be in Revelation. Allow me to complete. We have a function immediately after. We have a function immediately after here. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Speaker. I've ended on that. Our position as opposition is that we are not going to vote in favor of that appointment, and as opposition, we reject the appointment. Now to the appointees. Let me just rush to the appointee for the early warning. You see, most people are of the opinion that she was appointed because her husband is the leader of this house. Allow me to learn. Allow me to learn.
Mr. Speaker, we don't concentration.
Proceed.
You see, we should pass the level where competent people are deprived because they are affiliated to prominent people in society, regardless of the biological connection. Yes, it's biological connection.
Are you coming from
I'm very deliberate.
Yeah, of course we know.
Yes, she has the capability, she has the competence, and she has the wherewithal. I went through her resume.
We are talking about the first nominee.
What is on her resume, speaks volume of.
Are you talking about the first nominee?
Say again.
Are you talking about the first nominee?
Yes, I was specific. I was very clear.
She is our nominee.
Mrs. Frances Amina Muma. I came to the realization after I interviewed the committee and after I went through our qualifications and certificates, diplomas and degrees she earned over the period of time, I come to the conclusion that she is competent. And because she is competent, us as parliament should expeditiously pass her. You have an Herculean task. We are in a democracy in which opposition and the governing bench are, in most cases, in disagreement. And these are all early warnings. So you should ensure, regardless of anybody's affinity, regardless of the affinity of the prime sector, you should ensure that you do your job professionally to keep the balance. We are all Sierra Leoneans. Nobody should be deprived because of the region you come from. Nobody should be deprived because of the political party you support. All of us cannot be SNPP, God forbid. All of us cannot be SNPP. But you should be able to accommodate those who are APC because they are Sierra Leoneans. Nobody should suffer because of his or her political affinity. There will be no election if all of us are in one political party. So nobody should be humiliated. Nobody should be infuriated. Nobody should be molested because of the political party he or she belongs to. So this is one key thing we should take into consideration. You see the undertones you get from members of parliament. Please don't treat them seriously. Us who are members of parliament, we are friends. We are friends, so we talk, we do things in common. Mostly when we relate, there is no iota of political semblance on our relations. Last parliament, when I normally go to go, I sleep at mother's house, mother's baby's house.
And explain what happened next.
I will explain. And when I was in his house, they cooked food for me. Yes, you did. You gave me your vehicle. You did. And I prayed at his house. On a very serious note, that is the relationship that should exist. That is the relationship that should exist. There are some people, no sooner you give them position, they see APC people as enemies to them. They will try by all means to destroy them. You cannot eliminate them. You cannot. Our relationship should transcend political affiliation, for Christ's sake. There has not been any government that has been in Sierra Leone for a very long period of time. Government changes. We've seen that, we have witnessed that. What would they say about you when SLPP leaves office?
No, they are not leaving.
What will they say? That was what we are saying. That was what we are saying. That will not leave office. That was what we are saying. But again, Mr. Speaker, let me be authoritative a little bit. There are members of SLPP who hold very high position in SLPP that are friends to us, that will protect at all costs. They are friends to us. Yes. They are friends to us. Regardless of our political activity, they are friends to us. So to those who think because SLPP is in governance now, everybody should be your enemy, you have to think about it again. Mr. Speaker, to the bank governor, deputy bank governor, you have enormous role to play. I had some exchanges with some of the staff who have retired, who are waiting their severance benefits. And I came to the realization that most of them have not benefited from what due them. Mr. Governor, you should know that there is the, Mr. Deputy Governor, you should know that there is the Regulation Act that was extraordinarily published and gazette on the 14th of March. And also there is the Employment Regulation of 2023. All of these provide the schedule as to how severance benefits are calculated. Please ensure that those Sierra Leoneans are not deprived. Ensure that they are not deprived. And you have a good role to play to ensure that we make the economy of this state better for our people. And also to the appointee, I am round enough, to Mr. David Fortune. I am so happy to approve you today. And I wish you all the best in your office. You know, there are times, even me as a member of parliament, it is possible that I may not be member of parliament again. But what would I say about what I did when I was a member of parliament? What would I say? What would I say? What would you say? What would be on record of your service? These are things we should be beginning to think about. You are holding a very sensitive position, which is Deputy Internal Affairs Minister. I wish you all the best in your office. I wish you display professionalism at your peak. I could remember you were here for approval, and I noticed that you were contesting for organizing secretary for your region, and you were being appointed into the Peace Commission. And constitutionally, it's against the act that whosoever is appointed to serve at Peace Commission should not be involved in internal party politics. I spoke with the leader on the other side, and I stood my ground that he should not be approved. You were so discouraged, you were so disappointed. You went, not knowing that a better appointment will come your way. And for this appointment, I want to show our unanimity and our concessions in approving you for this very position. Please make sure that you do your best because your family is watching. Everybody is watching. Paul Hinka Augustine Charles Tucker. Yes, I have known you for quite a while. I don't have doubt in your ability to perform. You have been appointed into a critical office. Please do your best to make Sierra Leone proud. Do your best to make your family proud. Whenever or wherever you need the intervention of Parliament, don't hesitate to reach at some of us so that we can give our meaningful contribution to ensure that you succeed in your office. And finally, Mr. Abdul Aiz, he proposed Auditor General, Audit Service Sierra Leone. We have gone through your qualifications and we've gone through your work. Your documents are part of our daily readings. You know, member of parliament to show their relatives that they are doing great work in parliament. They have no book to work with, is the audit service report, because it is voluminous. So when they go to their constituent, they show them and I say to the partner parliament. Now facing a gladness to go back. This all inside 2 days now for that. If you don't read inside 2 days, speaker they call you. So your work is great, and regardless of the fact that you are faced with this Achillean task, the detail in your report are still encouraging. The cash laws, which we the opposition have condemned on several occasions, and the institutional audit and the report. Please ensure that you are strong in your job. You may face several challenges. You may face several intimidations, but be prepared to serve this country. Be prepared to be committed in your work. Don't be intimidated by anybody. Make sure that you serve God and make sure that you serve country. Make sure that you do everything within the limits of your power to ensure that if you are told to be accountable, you will do it unhesitatingly. Finally, Ms. Salima Myers, the proposed board member of board of directors of Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Of course, you see, when we have appointees before us, we do not look at their political lineage. We look at their level of competence and what they will deliver for Sierra Leone. So your color is not really particular. It's what you will offer. I have noticed that you have previous work experience which place you on an advantage to work at short and established commercial sector. And also your policy formulation and implementation, and that you are currently a PP barrister at the Tijanko, Yula and Partnership. Please, when you go to the bank, ensure that you do due diligence. Ensure that you do due diligence. Let me tell you, most of you think this position we are holding, we can do whatever we think and go scot-free without being judged or without posterity taking a due consideration over our actions. Whatever you do now, you will have to account. whatever you do, you have to account. I'm very serious. We are living testimonies. We are living testimonies of politicians whose sons and daughters have gone into drug abuse because they did not manage state resources appropriately. We have seen politicians who have ended very badly because of how they conducted themselves when they were in office. It's possible. So please, whenever you have a responsibility, note that at the end of the day, you will be accountable one day. Yeah? So to the rest of the nominees, I give my nod to you, and I want to plead with my colleagues that we expeditiously pass you, with the exception of the East, who has gone to some of the constitutional provisions that I have stated. So from the side of the opposition, I always maintain that we support government where need be and criticize government constructively where need be. We have no fear. I mean, we cannot afraid. We will never be afraid of anything. I have seen candidates who are contesting for positions of executive position in the SLPP, making all sarcastic statements against the opposition. But again, there is one thing. If you want to contest for a position, you have the right to tell the people what you can offer them. Have the right to tell the people what new you will bring to the SLPP, but not to fear conflict and instability, not to use words that the opposition will respond. And I want to make this very clear. The opposition is over-prepared for 2020.
Let's lead up with
We are three people here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, I'm very, very happy today listening to the opposition chief whip and the opposition leader. It shows clearly that the people made no mistake in 2018 and 2023. They spoke like opposition, which means they are very good in opposition. Speaker, honorable members, I want to say clearly that we on this side, we are a listening government. Most of what the chief whip said, we take it extremely very seriously. We will act on them and we'll make sure we'll advise the various actors for up their game. Mr. Speaker, listening to them, I could vividly remember when we came to this house in 2012, the fourth parliament. We are on that side. We are advising them, we are debating like them, but they were on this side. They refused listening. Today, they are taking that position, and we will listen to them. We will listen to them. So the man at Nasit, you have listened to the opposition chief. Please make sure you bring new policies that will enhance the work of Nasit. Please. We are going to listen to them, because listening to you will keep us where we are. So, to those who have been admonished by the opposition, please listen to their advice. We are all part of governance. There is no way we run Sierra Leone without the opposition. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank His Excellency, the President, for presenting these nominees to us. That is what is enshrined in this Constitution. He has done the nomination, but they need to please us. It is only when Parliament approves of them that they will take their various offices. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to the nominees, I have said and I will continue to say, whatever you do, you are doing it for us. His Excellency the President, unfortunately the President, will not be on the ballot paper in the next election. But with this Parliament, a lot of us will be on the ballot paper. So whatever you do, of course, I know not everybody will be on the ballot paper. But I am very sure that a lot of us will be on the ballot paper. When I say us, I do not. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, whatever you do as nominees, you will not just be doing for His Excellency the President, you'll be doing it for us. If you perform, you'll be performing for us. Because at the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we'll be campaigning with your performance. If you fail, we'll have nothing to campaign with. But if you succeed, all of what you will succeed in are the things that will be part of our scorecard. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you have listened to the opposition leader. They have said they are prepared, they are ready. We on this side, and together with you on the executive, should be extremely ready to see where we are. And that readiness should come from you. Your performances should be part of that readiness. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with that said, I will zoom in on 3 of them, and I will conclude with the Chief Electoral Commission. Speaker, the Electoral Commissioner is Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to the 2 deputy ministers. Of course, I am a deputy, and you should advise yourself. A deputy is a deputy. You are very active when your boss wants you to be active, and you should be subordinate and respectful to your boss. Something allow your boss to give you opportunity. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if you see the working relationship between myself and my boss, it shows I have accepted and have agreed that in the boss I am the deputy. So please make sure you know your position as per law.
And we do not
question. No way. Yeah, we don't. Myself, my deputy, we are deputies. And we are the chief deputies of government. We are the chief deputies. So I'm very proud of you. God deputy, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the 2 deputies are my constituents. They are coming from Jerio and Bauma Chiefdom. I congratulate you on behalf of the people of Bauma Chiefdom. We did well in the last elections. We gave SLGP 96+%. But in the last presidential and parliamentary election, His Excellency the President has decided. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to the 2 deputies, they are whistling. You have our support, you have our prayers as a community, as a chiefdom. We have our prayers as a parliament. Please go work with your leaders. Work with the 2 ministers. Make sure you perform for His Excellency the President. Confusion issues, we don't want to hear that one. It should be something of the past. Leadership, the 2 of you, if you perform, the 2 of you will have the glory. And you will bring it yourself. Mr. Speaker, let me zero in on the boss of our boss. Of course, the boss, we know our boss in this way. The boss of our boss is the person who it has pleased His Excellency to appoint her as the head of animal. Madam, you are wish well. Of course, we know you've been advised by our boss. So you are our boss. Because if our boss comes to the office and he's not happy, we know he has been treated badly in the house. So we believe, and I can assure you, we have almost always.
Honorable Deputy Leader, what I know is that your boss is well behaved when he goes in.
So, I want to thank you very much. I wish you well. Of course, going through your CV, it's not favor. You have the experience, expertise, you have the education, you have served, you have worked at ONS to the rank of directorate, you have served in that office before, you have been elevated. So it is not a favor. And nobody in this world will think it is because of honorable man. It is on your own merit that His Excellency the President has decided. So you have the fullest of support of the House. I can assure you that when you are there, whatever problems you have and you need the support of the House, please call on us. We will give you the maximum support we give. Honorable Humanisia or not, we on this side and our colleagues on the other side and our frontman, we are here to support you. We are wish well, we hope you will accept, we hope you perform for all of us. His Excellency, and you have listened to the one in time. This is Parliament. One is time all over. But to make sure we handle them, we are going to handle them. Thank you very much. To the other nominees, I wish Sally, of course, I have known Sally forever. Of course, she used to be my wife, our wife, and you are still our wife. Thank you. You are still our wife. Please, I wish you when you go to the office. You should work as a team. You should work as a team. We are a board member. There are other members of the board. There are other members of the board. Work as a team and deliver. Commercial bank. The last 5 years have done well. Please support other members of the team so that we can elevate the bank status. Of course, to the man going to the Bank of Sierra Leone, you have done extremely very well. You have gone through the rank from an officer to where you are today. It's a plus. And this will give a lot of confidence to other staff of the bank. Your performance your performance at the bank will be celebrated. Today, your performance has been celebrated by you being elevated to the bank, to the governorship. Please make sure you work with the two governors. You've been serving them, now you are going to work collaboratively. Make sure you work with the two governors for the good of the bank and for the good of the country. Already the two governors and yourself who have been head of operations, you've been doing well. You have stabilized the exchanges. For the last few months, the last few years, the exchange rate has been 22, 23. And for the longest time, we have not enjoyed that. We have tried to reduce it and make sure we reduce it more. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We hope you do well. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I listened to the opposition leader when he was making his presentation. Mr. Speaker, thankfully, I was the chairman of the appointment committee. I was the acting chairman. I was the chairman. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, I was the acting chairman of Mr. Chairman, when we did the interview, I agree perfectly with the opposition leader that all what the commissioner, the would-be commissioner said is true. He was recruited, he went through the process, and we asked him if he was a public officer. He told us clear in the interview that he doesn't know, because he doesn't know he's a public officer or not. And that was clear. We are on records. As a committee, we went further to investigate. We wrote to ECSL to present us the offer letter that they claim this man. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to tender the offer letter that was given to him sometime 2020. To be specific, Mr. Speaker, let me read. The offer letter was dated on the 9th November 2020, and it reads, Ref HRM/PF20/008, Mr. Alex P.L. Safar, 14 Hill Station Quarters, Peter. Dear Mr. Safar, read letter of appointment. The National Electoral Commission, NEC, is pleased to offer you the undermentioned position on contract. On contract. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the terms and conditions are as follows. The remuneration are as follows. Tenure of appointment. It says, Mr. Speaker, with your leave read. This is a contract appointment. effective 2nd November 2020, but subject to your adherence to the staff rules and regulations of the National Electoral Commission, which are contained in the next standing order. It is also tied to the term of the office of the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman and renewed on annual basis. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as lawmakers, we did not just talk. Mr. Speaker, please.
Shortly. No, you did when I was. You did when I was. Yeah, you did. There should be that level of reciprocity. Yes. When he disturbs me, I should disturb him.
No. I am here asking of God. I'm running up for parliament.
I was also.
No, you are speaking as leader of APC.
Yeah, the point I want to make essentially clear is that when you are a public officer, it doesn't matter whether you are on contract or you are on regular appointment. A public officer is a public officer.
Speaker, I don't understand. Of course, it is a public secret when we have commissioners of the National Electoral Commission. This has been the usual behavior of the opposition. And we should be used to it, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with this letter, we are a very proactive committee, Mr. Speaker. After the interview, we did not just rely on what the interviewer has told us. We went further to do our investigation. And Mr. Speaker, the Electoral Commissioner is here. We wrote to them, and this is the response. Mr. Speaker, with your leave, sir, I want to send her this letter for evidence.
Hold on, honorable leader.
I just want to tell her that.
Yes, hold on. At this stage, honorable members, I wish to recognize the presence of Honorable Hassan Sise. Honorable Hassan Sise was the former whip of the opposition. I also recognize the presence of Madam Fatmata Sawane, Deputy Ambassador to Hinka. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today again. Well, the officials are here, and as usual, the All People's Congress have stood their normal position. And I could remember in the last parliament, our brother who has just been introduced was the leader of this type of debate.
Mr. Speaker, it is important to acknowledge that the former opposition whip was a priest and the current is the archbishop.
So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with that letter tendered, with that appointment tendered, it is extremely clear that the electoral commissioner appointed for it, he was no public officer before his appointment. He was just a contractor. Mr. Speaker, as a lawyer, I shall interpret that and advise this house. A contract staff is not a full-time staff. He is not entitled to any benefit. So, Mr. Speaker, for the opposition to say the man was a public officer, that is not tenable here, Mr. Speaker. It's not tenable. They are just finding faults. They are faults find out. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, they were talking about consultation. Mr. Speaker, I have evidence of letters written to the leaders of all political parties. I also tender them to you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Next one, that's for State House to determine. Our business here is to make sure that the candidates are properly fit for the office. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with your leave, let me read one of the consultative letters that was written by State House to all political leaders. And this one was addressed to the chairman of All People's Congress, that's APC. Dear sir or madam, Appointment of Mr. Alex Patlabib Safar as Electoral Commissioner, Eastern Region. Dated 27th June 2025. I write to inform you that His Excellency the President, Brigadier Retired Julius Maharabio, has considered the appointment of Mr. Alex Patlabib Safar as Electoral Commissioner, Eastern Region. By copy thereof, all registered political parties are advised accordingly. Mr. Speaker, let me take that this is for the All People's Congress. This is the chairman of the People's Congress. The chairman of All People's Congress. And this was addressed to the chairman of the People's Party. And this was addressed to the chairman Revolutionary United Front Party. All People's Congress Party.
Hold on,
in our statement, we clearly stated that no letter was served on the party. And if the leader wants to substantiate that, we expect him to come here with the waybook that bears the signature of whosoever received the letter on behalf of our party. So just come in here and display letter with the inscription of papers with the inscription chairman of APC does not necessarily indicate that the letter reached the political party. So I was expecting the waiver. And also, Mr. Leader,
Are you debating on my
no,
side?
I'm not debating. I am interjecting and make clarification. It is part of our parliamentary process and procedures. You did that to me. So you did what was on procedural to me.
No, I am
Mr.
acting
Speaker.
of government.
Yes, you are acting. I'm the leader of the opposition. Mr. Speaker, that letter, as indicated in our report, was not received by our party and did not reach out. Let me tell you, Mr. Speaker.
You are debating.
No, I'm just making it clear. Allow, this is parliament. No, this is parliament. Mr. Speaker, let me make this clear. And I hope we will never get to the point again where we debate over consultation or not consultation. The president should just inform, call them, consult with them. No opposition has the right to choose electoral commissioner for the president. That is his sole prerogative as stated in the constitution. And nobody can take that from the president. But just to consult, when you consult, who you consult with does not have the right to dictate to the president who to appoint. That is the right of the president. So when we say consult, that is just what we expect as a political party. We have been on this time in, time out, time in, time out, time in, time, and there has not been any substantial evidence of consultation. And that is our point.
Thank you. Sorry, let me. Sorry, I gave me permission.
I gave you the permission too.
Yes, consultation is not defined anywhere in our law books. Even the popular 171 is not defined. It should define the public officers and public officers. Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time. The reason why I decided to speak because I've approved for the Chief Electoral Commissioner right down to the Northwest and North. I've asked them. I've done all of those they have requested. I brought in the waiver in the 5th Parliament. They rejected. It's not our responsibility to say they don't receive. When you accuse us of not doing the correct thing, bring your evidence to the fore. I was expecting my leader of the opposition to say, look at our waiver. And it's not your obsession. For us, our way is simple. We have the consultation letter. But that's not the point. Defining consultation. I've asked them a couple of times, go to Supreme Court for interpretation. In our own interpretation, we have reached a more formidable and informal way. We have done it, I said, from the Chief Electoral Commissioner right down to the last one that has to do with me. Even this one we have released. It's not anything strange. So for to say to the president to call, no, that is the style of consulting people from the other side of the political party. But Mr. Speaker, let me come in. I told this House that I was in the group of Mr. Opodo Benjamin when Victor Fu and others just called SO2. Oh, they call you no more for telling you they are calling the electoral commission. That was Christian Atok then. The one we take SO2. So today, writing you is a more respectable way than just give you a phone call. Formal way. The one who told us go police. You know, we have the high degree of respectability of the rule of law. They are pedigree on that line is high. SFP. They know very well. My colleague knows very well. So I'm repeating myself. Let me take my seat. Mr. Speaker, can I again, except you are talking about the Michael West definition of consultation or Oxford, but what we have done, we have looked at the political scenarios back and forth, and President Leo, knowing him very well, we have defined our own method of consultation by writing the political parties. Now, we have been on this back and forth. External APC, they refuse to respect an act we wasted over 4 months. The Public Elections Act in 22. They said they removed Section 92 and they translated Section 92 in their own terms. Instead of police station result, they said this aggregated result. So they are now asking for electoral justice. They have not been to court. In 2012, when they told us go to court, we went to police, we went to court. And let me remind them, we have been on this. We have been discrediting people coming here because of consultation or consultation. I ask you again, seek for commissioner justice. So the better way for commissioner, electoral commissioner, so that this business consultation go to court and have the interpretation of consultation. So, Mr. Speaker, with no respect for you, just write to the Supreme Court and we get proper definition of consultation. I respect it. Sorry.
Honourable members of Parliament. Honourable members of Parliament. This issue about consultation is becoming a sing-song in this world. Each time we have to approve any appointee that has to do with consultation, we argue. The ruling bench will argue that they've done the proper thing. The opposition will say no, the proper thing was not done as far as consultation is concerned. I intend very soon to do a ruling on that particular matter for the sake of this House, so that going forward, we will all know what we mean about consultation from a parliamentary point of view, so that we don't have this argument anymore. Until the 1991 Constitution is reviewed, this House will go strictly in line with the ruling I will give in this world related to consultation for the edification of the executive. So, members of the ruling bench and members of the opposition, I will look at both arguments and find something, fine-tune something that will not cause us to continue to argue on this issue of consultation. Yes, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I expect your judgment.
Yes, please.
Yes, I expect his judgment. He is a lawyer of very high standing, and so I expect his legal understanding, on matters relating to Parliament. I have never doubted before why. But once you look at the meaning of consultation to give the final ruling, please bear in mind that anybody you consult with before taking a decision, that person should know the decision before it is taken.
Yes, leader of government.
Mr. Speaker, I have said we are a listening government. That is why, that is the more reason we are reviewing the national constitution. We are a listening government. And we are sure, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when once the national constitution tackles this way, we should be able to define the consultation.
Certainly.
Please, thank you. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I also want to tender photograph of pictures taken by political parties in relation to the appointment of Mr. Safar.
Let me have that. Have you served your colleague?
No, I'm serving you for the benefit of this house, sir. I don't have enough copies.
Okay. How many copies do you have there? How many copies do you have?
We are asking for copies.
Hold on.
I'll bring more copies.
Okay, I've seen this. Mr. Clark, please give this to the opposition.
Mr. Speaker. I'm making comments on the document you are presenting to the House. Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Mr. Speaker, you don't. The leader don't
Allow me, please.
Have you seen that?
I have seen it, but again, go again to the very clause in the Constitution. It says the president can appoint after consultation after consultation with all, I underline the all political parties. And from this photo, not all political parties are here. I wonder if this photo was even taken on. It's a they may have downloaded this from the internet. And the president is not even on the photo. This was taken on the launching or some other place.
We have them.
It's consultation.
Okay, we proceed.
That's how far we went in consultation. So this issue of consultation, Mr. Speaker, I believe is not tenable. And Mr. Speaker, the letter that the position paper has no stamp, it was not signed, no letterhead.
Your position, you are referring to a document I presented to the House.
No stamp, no letterhead, no signature. And I was deliberate when I was asking for this position paper, sir. Please, the media should not take this one serious.
Again. Now, go to. I wonder where you got your copy from. Let me be down on problem business shows you this
is the copy you gave me.
Mr. Speaker, he is talking about signed stamp documents. The photo is just presented as no stamp, as no and the document I handed over to him was read by myself, the author, and he's not in the document, but he wants us to view the photo.
Can we try to conclude now?
Mr. Speaker, the reason why I said this document has no letter, no stamp. I should remember, Mr. Speaker, when the Chief Electoral Commission was appointed here in the last parliament, there was a formal letter written by the Secretary General of the All People's Congress with the letterhead and signed. That was the position of the All People's Congress.
I am in copy of that.
Today, we don't have a position of the All People's Congress. We have a position of Honorable Abdul Kargbo.
Again, let me make this clear.
So,
the party Secretary General has formally written.
Where is the letter?
I am in copy of that. It's not for you. I'm in copy of that letter. In fact, our position paper is a microcosm from that letter, which is the macrocosm.
That the people made no mistake in 2018 and 2020. Today, you can say exactly what the leaders of the All People's Congress in this parliament are doing. It shows clearly what they did in 2018 and 2023 was just a reality of the day. Thank you very much, the people of Ghana. Today, Mr. Speaker, there was a position, and today, though that position was written directly to the Parliament of Sierra. Today, the position the leader is talking about was written to him. I'm leader of the APC Parliament. Because any letter that is written to this house should be written to the Speaker of this Parliament, and the Speaker can tell you that he has received no such letter or no such position from the All People's Congress. So it clearly shows there's a huge disconnect between the Parliament of the APC and the party of the APC. Because, Mr. Speaker, it is extremely clear that the party is in collaboration with what His Excellency the President. Because when they were not in collaboration with what His Excellency did with the chairman, they wrote a formal letter to the Speaker of this House. And they wrote a formal letter to the President.
Let me clear that, Mr. Speaker.
You will clear anything I say.
I did not.
I am wrong enough.
I did not deny that State House did not write our party. I said the letter was not served on our party on the appointment of the electoral commissioner. I did not deny that State House did not write to our party. They may have written, but the letter was.
They may have written.
Yes, they may have written, but the letter. I am talking with consciousness of my choice of words. They may have written, but the letter was not served on our party. So it does not necessarily mean that if you have not received a letter, that letter has not been written. I am in copy, I was copied that letter that I am referring to. So our party has a position on this very issue.
Mr. Speaker,
and like I've told you, expect no, because you are referring to us. You should have done.
You wait for the press now. You keep your comment for the press.
No, not the press. I'll correct it as you say. As you say it, I'll correct it.
Mr. Speaker, I could remember when the APC was not in receipt of the letter that His Excellency wrote for the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner. He wrote His Excellency and he told His Excellency in clear terms that they were not consulted.
Yes,
today, they have not written no such letter, which means they are in receipt. They are in receipt of the appointment of Mr. Safar. It's simple. It is clearly, I have said, honorable members, that there is a huge disconnect between the party and the Parliament of the APC. And I know you are struggling with leadership and elections and conventions.
How can there be any iota of disconnect when I am authoritatively asserting that the party has written? How can there be disconnect? And let me tell you, I have told you that our position paper is reflective of the party's position. That is what I have said. It doesn't mean that if you have not received a letter or you have not seen a letter, there is no letter. I am in copy of that letter that was written. It's in my phone now. You want to the soft copies in my office. The soft copies in my office. So there is a letter. Let me make that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. In terms of consultation, I think we should be over that. We are all clear, and we are clear. The public is listening to us. We are extremely clear that the President has consulted and he has done exactly what he was supposed to do. Mr. Speaker, I will not react to tripartite recommendation. This is Parliament. Honorable members, there are no such documents before us as tripartite. There are no such documents. So when you have a position paper as members of Parliament and you refer also to tripartite, we are not signatories or approvals of any tripartite. Tripartite arrangement is between the All People's Congress and the executive. This is a legislative government. We are not part of the executive. So whatever agreement the executive goes into with the All People's Congress is the business of the executive and the All People's Congress. Until those documents are brought to us, we will begin to react to it officially as members of parliament. So for us to receive letters and to make comments on tripartite, I believe that's unparliamentary. We should be dealing with letters. We should be dealing with letters before us. We should be dealing with documents before us. The tripartite is not before us. And we cannot talk about tripartite. And we cannot make recommendations based on
I will never stop to respond.
this is a parliamentary style.
Yes, sir.
I am wrapping up.
Let me make this
Mr. Speaker,
very clear.
Yes,
sir.
you cannot respond.
No, not everything. This is so important. I was just going to say we would never have been in this parliament if it were not for the agreement of national unity and tripartite. So to me, for a senior parliamentary member of parliament in the leadership to treat the tripartite or the agreement of national unity with this level of contempt and disregard is scary, and it's a sign for early warning.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr.
Speaker, when we started the sixth parliament,
At this stage, I recognize the presence of Mr. Mohammed Odo, Deputy Director General NASID. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, when we started the sixth parliament, we started on time. We elected our speaker even when our brothers were not here. So this is the sixth parliament. So, Mr. Speaker, having said that, I believe there is no cause to alarm. The issues raised are issues that are not credible before this house. I understand they want to appease their brothers, their fathers that they have left in the party. Because we should all bear in mind that we are on two votes. We should all bear in mind that we took votes as members of parliament. I have always advised them, and I will advise them again. When electoral commissioners come, and you vehemently refuse them, don't forget that these are the people you'll be interacting with during elections. Please, let me remind you, when on the third parliament, they rejected a lot of electoral commissioners here. And when we came the fourth parliament, the executive of the third parliament walked out when electoral commissioners came. When we came the fourth parliament, we learned from what the third parliament did. And we encouraged and supported the electoral commissioners, including Hinka. We did not walk out. We did not say we don't want him. We supported him to the fullest. To the point, it was the APC who said they don't want Hinka, their own nominee. We supported. Today, they are rejecting as if they have not planned in the fifth parliament. They rejected all electoral commissioners and they are where they are today. You have not planned. Build relationship, build friends with the electoral commissioners. These are people you'll be going to. These are the people you'll be working with.
Mr. Speaker, this is very, very
Mr. Speaker, this is on parliamentary.
The leader is
I should be protected by law. Give the rest for the media.
You interjected me while I was talking.
That's not parliamentary, sir. We will not leave this test today.
The school I attended, the motto is Second Senator Interpolitica. You read what you saw. You have been doing it. Mr. Speaker, he is saying that we are where we are because we rejected
I have said a lot of, I've given you a lot of criticism.
So he is saying now,
Honorable leader, that's why when he was rounding up,
yes,
you had no reason to.
Thank you.
No, hold on.
Thank you.
Get used to it.
Yes. He is saying we are where we are today because we rejected the electoral commissioner. I want to give them a gist. For once, when they are appointing the next electoral commissioner, wherever the person is, one, let them consult. If you consult and you put up the same attitude, it means we are against the person. But we are just against process and procedure.
It's all right.
Process and procedure is our concern. Do the right process, then we support. We have supported all the nominees here.
No, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think we cannot go back on your ruling. So we have ruled. In fact, your predecessor had ruled on the same matter. We proceeded. They still did not vote for commissioners.
commissioner after commissioner. And I have asked, we are defining two political parties that can never be symmetrical, because of the policies and the ideology, etc. So you also offer yourself to give an interpretation. We have asked them, even if you give us interpretation, we are going to interpret it in our own ways. We trust you. But we have asked, we need to respect institutions. It's not the very first time. In the 5th Parliament and in the 6th Parliament, I have respect for my colleague. He's over in Nigeria colleague at the Heroicals. Use your good office. You have the right. Go to the Supreme Court for interpretation, for consultation. So Mbera did it. We don't want to go to that. We are confident because Mbera did. Blessed memory. Mr. Speaker, we don't want to go back and forth if we respect the dead. So let us rest this matter, because at any time we have, that's why I said, Commission Electoral Justice, they should go for it. Appointing commissioners, we always have a problem. Just as they said, they are being the street for electoral justice. They didn't go to court. So we cannot use this platform to have a definite explanation. All right, I can understand, maybe they are using Michael West as their own method of defining consultation. For us, we are using the political lens to define consultation. So I'm pleading with both sides of the aisle. Please, let us proceed with this business. We are going to vote by the end of the day. I only have the number. We are going to vote. So, and we want to go and also enjoy with our nominees. Look at this slide ahead. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, try to conclude now, Honorable Leader.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, Honorable members, to the nominees and advisors, that our people are here to support you. I want you to treat this office. Fortunately, Mr. Speaker, these offices have been occupied by people. And we are there today. Treat them as if you are passing by. Some nominees, when they occupy these offices, they believe they are boss. They believe these offices are theirs forever. Please treat these offices as if you are passing through. Somebody was there today, yesterday, you are there today, tomorrow somebody will be there. And the way you treat people while you sit in those offices, and the way the people treat you when you leave these offices. There are people who have occupied sensitive positions today. They don't even mingle, they don't come to the public. Because while they were holding those offices, they thought they were serving demigods. Today, they are even ashamed to face the public. Please treat these offices as if you are passerby. You'll be there today. And treat Sierra Leoneans, because it is because of their vote that they have been given you these offices. They will go to your offices. You have some nominees, some appointees. You go to their offices, they don't even open their doors. They don't even want to talk to people as if these are their permanent offices. Please, 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 treat these offices as if you are passing through. Thank you very much, honorable members. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I wish them all well in any offices. With that said, Mr. Speaker, because we don't have a formal position of the All People's Congress, I moved that the 14th report of the second session of the Committee on Appointment and the Public Service be adopted by the House.
Leader of the opposition.
Mr. Speaker,
you hold on.
Yes.
Do you maintain your position relating to the commissioner list?
Yes, and I want to suggest that we approve the order.
Of course.
And behind the commissioners,
hold on.
Here we have
hold on.
We still maintain our positions that based on 3 reasons we are not going to approve the commissioner.
Hold on, we'll get to that. Thank you. Honorable members, the question is that the 14th report of the second session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service, with the exception of Mr. Alex Labib Safar, proposed Commissioner Eastern Region of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained herein be approved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Motion of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service, with the exception of Mr. Safar has been approved.
Honorable, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you on behalf of Parliament and the Republic of Sierra Leone. Go to your offices and help this nation. Thank you very much. You may leave, with the exception of Mr. Alex Safar.
Mr. Speaker, sorry.
Oh, let them hold on. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Now the second question. Honorable members, the question is that the 14th report of the second session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service relating to Mr. Alex Pat Labib Safar, proposed Commissioner, Eastern Region of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, be adopted by the House and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
And the public service relating to Mr. Alex Safar has been approved.
Don't cross the eye. Stay on the side. Don't cross the eye.
I've been this inside the line of Ugo. So now the child everything here. I want to come. No for her. No. Yeah, but go first. You didn't have the other one before. I don't know.
Yes, quickly. Announcement. Honorable members, let me at this stage take this opportunity to inform you that going forward, all committees, when you go on oversight, you go together with members of the press gallery. Please engage members of the press gallery. Engage members of the press gallery in your oversight activities. You know, they are journalists, but they are attached to Parliament. I think they can do our reporting better than other journalists from other areas because they've been with us. So please, when you go on oversight, involve them. Deputy Speaker, even with the PSC, when you go out, other committee chair, try to involve them. Honorable members, this sitting is adjourned to Tuesday. Have you got announcement? Okay, please.
Announcement. All SLPP members of Parliament are requested to meet immediately after sitting at the Well of Parliament. Signed, Honorable Matthew S. Muma, Majority Leader and Leader of Parliament. Thank you.
Honorable members, this sitting is adjourned to Tuesday, the 22nd July 2025 at 10 a.m. prompt.
People